knowledge.
All right. But this is Dox, the wolf player.
Gotcha,
I don't quite remember the region. Which?
Oh, really good get-up attack bait there from Shockbound. Doc looking troubled so far. Great shine out of the Gimp attempt.
That's that scary thing about that down B. You get a whole 60 frames to decide if you want to let it go or not.
I didn't actually know you had that long.
Whew.
No.
Shockbound does, and he's using that liberally.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more down B than side B, which is surprising to me based on the Sonics I've seen play.
Yeah, the big thing that a lot of Sonics do, I know Ion does it pretty often, is he'll down B, like run at you, reverse the down B, but if you DI'd it properly, he'll just charge it and then maybe get an air or just jump out of it, double jump out of it with something, so.
Down B is the one they use for Rascal, right? It's not side B?
I believe that is, yeah. I feel like that Nair would have been a little bit better there. Because, you know, the name of the game, especially against all Spaceys, everyone's basically got it down by now. You know, you get them off stage, you see what you can do, and Nair, you know, is, ooh, call out.
Kind of depends. A lot of the time you can also just, like, use launchers against Spaceys for, like, 90% and then kill them somehow. Okay. Put them off stage.
But Dox and Shockbound, neck and neck.
Nice little nair, catches Shockbound just enough to fall into the shine.
Oh, that's got to be it.
Nope.
No.
Wolf can recover from so far down. It's unreal.
Dox with very smart recoveries right now. You know, a lot of them talk about as well his lasers and how phenomenal they are. And I've been liking the ones.
There's a footstool in there. Unfortunate. Just tapped just a little bit too far under stage.
Yeah, and you know, I had played him for a little while, but I think the biggest thing that Shockbound does is he gets so caught up with tech that sometimes he sacrifices all that for a little bit of neutral.
Absolutely. That's the problem with a lot of tech-heavy players in general. Like, you think of tech-heavy Spaceys and Melee, and a lot of them can't find their hits to start their combos.
But, you know, to still, of course, credit Shockbound, though. When he gets in, he goes hard. But right now,
Dox got some stuff going.
Ooh, Dox is doing pretty well. Now, 58%, very doable.
Absolutely. Dox could do a lot to shoot lasers lower. Like, a lot of the time you see Shockbound just rolling right under the lasers, but you can get those lasers a lot lower than Dox is doing. By no means it's an easy feat, but something you could improve on.
Oh, man. Ooh. I really thought he was going to grab there, but he just keeps spinning. Ooh.
Quite get that. I've never seen somebody press the B button so much. Oh, what a
that only took one press.
Yeah. Well, should have took two, but he missed the second one. Ooh, barely misses that regrab.
Oh, you thought about it.
Feel like you could have got it. You could have gone for it there.
He's playing it safe, though. You know, at 126, you can get a pretty solid back air, maybe a down smash, and just even it up.
Fair would be fine as well.
Ooh, that is going to be it. Yeah, there we go. Shockbound takes game one.
Yeah, homing attack off stage is definitely the Spacey killer. Because they have to, like, sit in that spot for just so long, and homing attack just hits them and hits them.
Right. But pretty good stuff from Shockbound, though. Dox, you know, what do you think we need to see from Dox? Because so far, not too many lasers. Hasn't had too many opportunities.
More lasers and better lasers, I think, is the clincher. Also, he needs to, like, seal his combo game a lot better. Because I feel like a lot of the time he just gets some straight hits and doesn't get much off of it.
Now, how does Nair combat with all of Sonic's ball moves?
The problem with Nair is it's, like, barely disjointed, if at all. So I'm not particularly sure, but I feel like Sonic has enough mobility to deal with Nair. Going to Wario Land, I think, works against Dox a little bit here. I feel like it just puts Sonic much closer to ledge, whereas Gimpy Game is a lot more effective. And similarly, giving him a wall actually gives him a lot more offstage options.
Right. And I do, of course, like this counter attack as well because we're seeing a bit of a smaller stage, not nearly as much room for Shockbound to run around.
Yeah. I feel like Shockbound's neutral isn't really grounded in moving around. It's just
not too much dash dancing.
Yeah. So I feel like this is still fine for him.
Now, what were his bans as well? Did you see?
Didn't see, honestly.
But
tried for a Waveland, I think. No, that was just a jab.
Good shine. Yeah, I think Dox is being very, very aggressive too near the ledge. So like right here, he can go in here and there, but I like right there how he stayed centered, waited for that down B, and then tried and opt for that F smash.
Ooh, he catches him. Good DI from Shockbound though to live that.
Yeah. Cause see when he's not staying center stage and kind of waiting for the hit, Shockbound just goes in.
Ooh, barely misses that hit. Sneaks under the down smash though. That was good on him.
Oh, the pressure.
Where did he go?
I want to talk about how fast Sonic is. Look at this movement.
Definitely quite something.
He will not stop. Where is he going?
Yep. Like again, that laser could have been much lower and sealed off all of his options, but he just rolls under it.
All right, there we go. After all that, 26%.
Just coasts off the up air. Oh, that jab was not needed. Got to be wary of that. A lot of players like throw in jabs just to like. I guess it like checks if you're ASDIing correctly, but.
So many spin attacks, all these down Bs.
Yeah. Starting to feel like Shockbound has his Z button set to special instead of grab.
Maybe.
Another footstool. Doesn't get much off of it though. Misses the tech chase.
Who needs grabs and you can spin? Whew. Just like that. And he taunt cancels.
Oh, that's another thing Dox could be doing that he's not really doing is using crouch cancel shine. Because a lot of Sonic's like combo starters have enough of a hole that Wolf can just shine. You saw it with
See, and I think we even tried seeing it there. Maybe that was out of shield, but sometimes it's really hard if Shockbound's so proficient with these cross-ups. But again, you know, as much as Shockbound's moving around,
Dox is keeping it close, yeah.
Yeah, he's not getting too much damage off all this. Ooh, nice back airs.
That was actually a pretty good punish. Could have just grabbed ledge, I'm pretty sure.
That was such a good forward air.
Ooh. That was the first grab he tried, I think, and he missed it. Unfortunate. Shockbound could still pull this back, but it's looking rougher and rougher as we go on.
Oh, there it is.
That's it.
All right, and again, you know, we've talked so much about Shockbound, but pretty solid stuff from Dox. I like that. And you know, you were talking, you know, smaller stage, and I was thinking, you know, it's Sonic's like big stages, but Shockbound's kind of against that. But we're seeing
It did work out for Dox in the end.
Right. Surprisingly, FOD, which most Sonics dislike, and the massive Dreamland.
Well, it's Dox.
So.
Dox fans.
Right.
Just won, so
it would make
it's
sense.
Completely expected that he's banning Dreamland and FOD, I think.
All right, here we go.
FOD is like bane of spacies in general. You're short hopping way too much with the platforms around.
Sure.
Especially with Wolf, actually, because he has to waveland his lasers as well. And that just makes it all the weirder.
All right.
Green Hill Zone makes a lot of sense here. I think still going off of the same idea of like having the ledge at hand when you need it.
Right. Great angle.
I feel like he could have done more to edge guard there.
Shockbound continuing.
That was good spacing on the fair. Got completely around shine out of shield. Dox could have back aired out of shield maybe. I don't know how fast back air is from Wolf. catches the double jump without a fair.
Oh, no.
Messes the tech a little bit up.
I mean, he just went for like the wall jump and then tried to grab it.
Yeah, he tried to wall jump and then B reverse side B to ledge, but he was too low.
You know, I really like this too.
That's it.
Because he can go deep for some of these edge guards like that.
That
and there it is.
Great sequence from Shockbound.
And edge guards on Spaceys on this stage are pretty brutal considering how low that blast zone is.
Oh, absolutely. Whew. Barely lives that. Makes it back. Dox needs to grab ledge more. It's definitely the biggest thing that's missing from him right now.
Yeah, and that down B when he double jumps out of it, when Dox gets caught shielding, it's basically impossible to punish that. Yeah, that's punishable. Ooh, great shine. You were talking crouch cancel shine.
Yeah, does a whole lot. I expected a footstool from Shockbound there, honestly. That might have been what he went for. Whew. Gets caught. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good.
Yeah, Shockbound. Again,
I don't know if it was an input flub or if he just like moved out of the range of homing attack.
Right.
That
might be it. No,
that'll do it. That'll do it.
And we're
going
going
even game.
Game 3 again. Very final stock here.
It's definitely a matter of whether Dox can hold off Shockbound enough to attack on the like 80–90% he needs to kill him, or if Shockbound's going to do that and
what
just
a gimp from
him
Shockbound
out of nowhere.
And that 2-1, Shockbound moves on, winners round 3. Doc's still in it though, headed to loser's side. But he's still there.
Yeah, pretty solid showing for both players, honestly. Shockbound showing what Sonic can do for sure.
And NorCal / sorta SoCal's boring man, hopping
He's
up
NorCal.
right now.
SoCal can't claim that man.
We can't quite claim
him.
him, but he's on the PR, so it's a technicality kind of thing. But they still own him.
We take those.
But I believe Cutmet.
Yep.
Cutmet and
Wario
Born
player.
Man. So
I expect Meta Knight.
We have Balc in the building.
Once again.
And you want to talk?
Nose.
Just gorgeous. Just love Balc. Gotta love Balc. But we're talking.
Can I wear your sunglasses?
I like it. The white sunglasses. Perfect. But all the while, again, you were talking. By the way, Yata isn't Cutmet.
Hello.
But again, Cutmet, being a Wario player facing Born
Cutmet is
Man,
actually going to commentate this match as he's playing.
that's pretty talented. Yeah. But again, Cutmet being a Wario player and Boring Man being number, I believe, 2 in SoCal, plays Sosa religiously. So, of course,
I wouldn't say religiously. He just ends up having to play the man.
Not by choice.
You can't be number 1 and number 2 and just show up there.
Right. Not quite by choice, but it just is somewhat destined when that you got those numbers.
It's just bound
But
to.
nevertheless, Cutmet though, coming from Arizona, a very different Wario player though. Sosa's very aerial, affiliated much more so in the air. Cutmet really has a nice dash dance. He's very grounded. He does enjoy using things like down tilt.